What kind of music do you like to make?
I like to make chilled music for the most part. I try to keep it consistent, at least at some points.
Alrighty, chill music. Are you like acoustic, electronic?
Electronic, mostly, because I work with a digital audio station, workstation, DAW.
Okay. So, what got your interest in like electronic chill music?
Mostly all the videos and whatnot people create from on YouTube, and the music videos or action videos that seem to catch your interest, that have a lot of drive and emotion to them.
Okay. So I guess that's the kind of emotion you're looking for in your music. Something that's kind of driving, or
driving, and something that also closely correlates to why I named myself anyway.
Okay. So then, where'd you come up with the idea for that name?
There's primarily about 4 reasons. One was one of my favorite games. Another one was I thought it correlates to some of my personality. The 2 others is one of them has a meaning, which means like heartwarming rain, or or a heartwarming kind of feeling. And the last one correlates with feelings, which is anger and sadness in a way.
Okay, yeah, very emotion music. Do you usually like write your music, make your music in like a certain setting? Like what kind of setting do you go for when you're writing music?
I don't normally try to give my music a setting. I try to create the flow or atmosphere for it, and then I try to get a feel from there. Then I try to see what I can come out with.
Gotcha. So then, I guess where do you draw inspiration for your music from, other than like YouTube videos and all that, like you said before?
Mostly other artists that I listen to, like the D&B community. I listen to Jack who is a good chill step artist. In Division, I used to listen to Changing Faces, but he kind of changed when I think he got into more of the music industry era. I know another one was Congra. Last Sunrise was a good one I've heard.
Okay.
And a good majority of the D&B community has something to do with that.
Gotcha. I guess where do you post your music to? How do people reach your music?
For the most part, I update through Twitter, and if anyone wants to listen to any updates I post, I update my SoundCloud consistently as much as I can, given my disposition on my real life situation at the moment.
Alrighty. I guess a good curveball to throw is, what do you consider your greatest weakness for writing music?
Seeing as I don't set parameters, and seeing as, I don't have a general idea on, like, maybe bars and keeping them consistent sometimes, I just try and throw out whatever I can sometimes. I don't try to make it random. It's kind of hard to say, actually.
Like a impromptu, kind of spur of the moment, whatever comes to mind, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I can always just go the foil to the last question. What do you consider your greatest strength?
I would like to say that the emotion that I can put out in some of my sounds, that I create, which gives it drive. I want to say I still need a lot more work with it, but I think some of the sounds are my greatest strength, and how I create them. Concepts and ideas come along with it too.
I gotcha, yeah. Do you have any particular role models or idols that inspire your music? Or influence your tastes, I guess I should say?
I don't know about idols and role models, but I know another artist that I do like was Blame, and his music was just about soulful, I want to say. It had a lot of feeling to it. I used to try and keep up on his music, but I haven't been doing it as much lately.
Why not?
I guess I've just been a bit more busy with things.
Can't be too busy for music, man. Come on. You do any lyrical work for your songs, or is it purely instrumental?
Most of it's instrumental, but I haven't been focusing on lyrics as much because I'm trying not to get into editing that spectrum of audio because it can get very complicated, seeing as the audio spectrum for vocals is all over instead of in just a general area. And so, that kind of messes with how I want to edit it in the mixer.
Okay.
But I have been making strides towards using some vocals and getting work done with that.
Where do you see yourself going with your musical career?
I would like to see myself getting music out there similar to how it inspired me in some way. I would like to try and influence other people to try to, create music like I do now because of the people who helped me along the way.
Okay, gotcha. What are your interests outside of, working with music?
Mass communication major for the most part, so I can do mostly video editing, audio editing, anything that pretty much in that general field, graphic arts. Although I couldn't do it back then because I wasn't very tech savvy on how to do that, but now I can do that a lot better.
Gotcha. All right. What do you do for fun? Like, what do you do in your free time?
I play. I like to enjoy games and play them with friends. Normally on interwebs, but
interwebs.
But other than that, make music and play games and whatnot. I try to get some stuff done in real life, but
gotcha.
It just depends on how much time I have.
What kind of helpful tips would you give to fellow budding musicians such as yourself?
Be wary of your environment and how well your sound is. I want to say it's kind of on par if it sounds like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it must be a duck. If your sound sounds horrible and it's screeching like a bird, it must be a dying bird, which means you better get that fixed.
Yeah. Get a good sound system set up, make sure everything's queued up properly. Okay. Is there anything you'd like to add just on the side yourself? Anything I may have forgotten to ask?
Other than, if you're gonna create music and whatnot, or get into the audio field, the closest thing you want to do is, or the best thing you want to do is, keep a good idea in mind and stick with it, or a concept, and then work off that concept, build, enhance it, give yourself time to understand and journalize the ideas you want to focus on, and then branch off and just keep building, and you can be a good artist.
Nice. Alrighty. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Where do I see myself?
Yeah!
Honestly, I'm more of a realist. I can't imagine things beyond the current situation of what I see. I can have and imagine ideas, but if it's too far in the future for me to go on, I just can't.
Okay, you just kind of keep it in the back of the mind. You use that as your driving force for success.
Yeah.
Okay, just kind of go with the flow. I like that. That's good, Sir Thermal Rain.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Witch Hunter.
Yeah.